What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Love Bites. Yes, indeed. Love Bites fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Krauser, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 58% of the vote, moving it from number 514 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this song by Love Bites called Addicted. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hang on, this sounds familiar, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Live, or is it Live? It's either Live or Live. It just Live, that's all it says. And the video has 17,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Love Bites, Addicted, live at ZEP Diver City, Tokyo 2020. Coming back to this show. Nice. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, every time I say this word, I feel like people take it in a negative context, and I don't know why. It's your typical Love Bites song. It's a typical song for them. Fast-paced, great energy, great melodic lines, great chordal flows, great musicianship, great drumming, great vocals. It's your typical Love Bites song. And yet people will sit there and take the word typical and put it in a negative context of, oh, you're just saying every song sounds the same. No, I didn't say that. I didn't say this sounds like every song from Love Bites. I said it's your typical Love Bites song, meaning it's structured the same way. Doesn't mean it sounds the same way. Melodic lines are different, chordal flows are different. So, but it has the same, not even roadmap, it has the same blueprint. You know, fast-paced tune, upbeat tempo, great melodic lines, great chordal structures, great musicianship, and great vocals. There you go. You know, that pretty much sums it up. So, believe me, that's not a negative thing at all. If anything, it's a positive. It shows consistency. It shows that they have found a formula that works for them. They put it down in a blueprint, and they're following the blueprint. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. So, anyway, let's keep going here. Nice guitar solos from both ladies. It's funny, this time, Midori was shredding a little bit, but not nearly as much as I normally see her shred. And Miyako was actually shredding a little more than I usually see from her. So it was like, instead of being this far apart like we usually see them on a shred scale, Midori came down ever so slightly and Miyako came up ever so slightly. So they were a little more geared toward that common ground. You know what I mean? So when they came together, it sounded really nice, actually. Very complimentary to each other. And I got no issue with it. It sounded really good. No problems at all. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
Let me
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I mean, great song. Great song. Great song, great song, great song. That's really all there is to say, honestly. Let me get my thoughts together. I've already said pretty much everything I needed to say during the course of the reaction. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time of it in the review. I've already said it once. I don't need to spend a whole lot of time, and I'm going to make just some quick bullet points, bing, bok, boop. And I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this will be a quick review. We'll see. I mean, I make no promises about that, obviously, but let me get my thoughts together, make sure I didn't miss anything, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Love Bites with Addicted. This was a request from Krauser, and it was also the winner of the Patreon request prioritization poll, winning with 58% of the votes, moving up from number 514 in the queue straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. All right, let's just get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, fun tune. Definitely a fun tune. Good energy, good drive, great direction. I said this before. When I use that word stereotypical, I mean, a lot of people will take that and automatically assume that I'm putting that in a negative context. Quite the contrary. They have discovered a formula that works for them. They've figured it out. And they write their songs following that blueprint. Now, that's not to say that every song sounds the same, because they don't. They all have different chords. They all are different keys. They have different chordal patterns. They have different melodic lines. So not every song sounds the same, okay? They don't. But they do have a certain blueprint that they follow, and it works for them. Anything wrong with that? Nope. I can't think of a single thing wrong with that, to be perfectly honest with you. Most successful bands will find that blueprint with their songwriting, and they'll stick to it. Once they find that winning combination, why change? You know, why bother changing? There's no reason to change. So it works for them. They've had a lot of success with this pattern, and I don't see any reason to stop. I really don't. So good on them. Good on them for finding out what works for them and continuing to make it work for them. So that's great. I have no issue with that at all. As far as the musicianship goes, great job across the board from everybody. Guitars sounded really good as always. Bass sounded really good as always. Drumming sounded really good as always. Vocals sounded really good as always. Do you see the pattern here? Everybody sounded good as always. There was nothing here that had that wow factor for me. There was nothing here that made me go, oh my God, that was amazing. Oh my God, that was impressive. Oh my God, that was phenomenal. No, I never had that moment. See, this is the thing that happens with a lot of bands on this channel. They will have a certain amount of success, and they will get up into the high 8s and into the 9s. But the problem is when you do that, you set the bar. You know what I mean? So if those songs set the bar here, but the other songs don't match up to that, then I can't give it the same score, guys. I just can't. There's no way this song's gonna end up in the 9s. I'm sorry, there's just no way. Not when there are other songs from Love Bites that I've heard that I've liked more than this song. And I'm gonna be honest with you, folks. I have heard other songs from Love Bites that sound better than this song, okay? That's just, look, there's always gonna be a scale when it comes to songs, songwriting, and execution. There's always gonna be that scale. Not every song is gonna be a 9.2. Not every song is gonna be a 9.5. Not every song is gonna be an 8.8. There are gonna be those songs that get into the mid 8s and the low 8s and the high 7s and the mid 7s and the low 7s. And quite possibly, maybe one day, we will see Love Bites get down into the 6s. That's just how it goes, you know what I mean? As long as we are above 5, you know, if we're 5.0 or higher, we're in the positives, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Even 5s are not a bad score. Believe it or not, 5s are okay. I mean, they're okay. They're not great. They're not amazing. They're not really good. They're okay, but they're not bad. Okay, so everyone's freaking out. Oh, 8.3, he hates Love Bites. No, I don't. I've never said I hate Love Bites. I never said that once. So I have no problem with Love Bites. I like Love Bites. I really enjoyed the song. I really enjoyed this great song, which is why it's getting a great score of 8.3. I think vocally, I think Asami did a great job. Midori and Miyako both doing a great job on the guitars. The guitar solo kind of taking a slightly different approach from both ladies. Midori not being as shreddy as she normally is, and Miyako being just a little bit more shreddy than she normally is. So instead of being this far apart, they were this far apart. You know what I mean? But when they came together for their harmonized solos, it made it a little more conducive. So that was kind of nice, actually. Don't get me wrong. I love the differentiation between the two. I do. I'm glad they don't sound the exact same when they solo separately. That would get real old real quick. So I'm glad that doesn't happen. Miyo's bass playing, as always, sounded really good, giving her some freedom to interact with the crowd a little bit and headbang, which I love seeing her do. Haruna's drumming sounded just fine to me. I had no issue with anything that she did. Not the most impressive drumming I've heard from her, but it was super solid and it fit the context of the song. So yeah, I mean, across the board, everybody did a great job. So I have no problem giving them the great score of 8.3. And seriously, Love Bites fans, before you guys lose your minds and you start saying, oh, he hates Love Bites. Oh, he gave them a low score. 8.3 is not a low score. Okay, number one. Number two, I never said I hate Love Bites. I don't think I'll ever say that. So as far as I know, I still love these ladies, and I still enjoy everything they do. So 8.3, I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So 8.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.